lost light of the lighthouse. The sea was as silent as night near a small island. A small wave was rising, but the sound was coming from a very far distance. The lighthouse was at the far end of the island, a white stone house with an iron fence all around and a long room in the middle. A candle was burning in one of the windows of the house. The light was very dim, as if it were breathing. Her name was Mrs. Ellen. She was 65 years old. She took care of all the furniture in the lighthouse. Everyone on the island called her Mother of Light, because the light she lit not only guided the ship, but also gave light to the hearts of many suffering people. That night, Mrs. Ellen was very tired. During the day, the people of the island came, and she listened to everyone. Old Vera came to tell the story of her mother. Then Junior Johnson came to tell her about her last 5 years. And Father Marco came to make a paper boat for his son. Everyone came, and he made time for everyone. Now the house is quiet. Only the lighthouse bell is ringing. Tick, 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 tick. The house was getting quieter with each ring. Mrs. Ellen was sitting in a chair reading an old book by candlelight. The pages of the book were pale. She was reading, "The ship that is coming is called Captain Colin. This is his first time coming to this island. He is 43 years old. He was lost after a shipwreck. He has no mother, no father, no wife. Only a piece of paper says, 'If I don't make it, tell my family that I have gone in peace.'" A lonely light flashed in the corner of Mrs. Ellen's eyes. She realized that this Captain Colin had a lot in common with her life. Then night fell. Mrs. Ellen sat at a small table by the window in the room and closed her eyes. Her breathing became very slow. One breath was coming out of her nose every second. Her lips were light. Her hair was not right, but there was no word for it. Her mind drifted to a place. That place was like a lighthouse, but small for her age. Wooden walls, small windows, and a candle. Her father was sitting there. Her father was saying, "Ellen, you have grown up so much. Now your mother is not with you anymore. You are alone. You will not be afraid. I will guide you." A light smile appeared on Mrs. Ellen's face. She said to herself, "Okay, Father, I am listening." Then her mind went deeper. This time she was a child. At the end of the island, her father had taken her up to the top of the lighthouse. Then he said, "Look, this light does not just show the ship. It is the light inside us. When I go, you will keep this light on. For someone." Mrs. Ellen's breathing slowed. Her lips were now slightly pursed. Her eyes were downcast. Then she looked at her son. The boy was older now. He was saying, "Mom, you told me I would never be afraid. But now I am." Mrs. Ellen's hand fell to the table. Her fingers were not trembling, just calm. Then she called to her mind lightly, "Son, be calm. I'm still here. My light is still on." Her breathing was very slow now. One breath every 10 seconds. Her face was completely calm. Mrs. Ellen's mind went deeper now. Now she saw a big ship. Captain Colin was on that ship. He was looking at the light of the lighthouse. Tears were in her eyes. She said, "I was lost, but this light brought me home." Mrs. Ellen's face now had a smile. Her heart was filled. She said to herself, "Go, Colin. You're back. You still have your family." Then her heart sank even more. She saw a little girl. The girl was standing at the tip of the island, holding her father's hand. The father was saying, "You keep this light on. If it ever gets dark, remember that I'm always by your side." The girl was crying, but Mrs. Ellen was looking at her with her eyes now. She said, "Girl, don't be afraid. My light is still on. I'm with you." The only sound inside the house was the ticking of the bell. Tick, tick. The sea outside was silent. Mrs. Ellen's breathing was now very steady. One breath through her nose every 20 seconds. Her hand was still on the table. Her face was very still. Her eyes were closed, but there was a smile on her face. She was seeing all her mistakes, all her pain, all her losses, and all the things she had lost were still coming back. Her father, her son, her daughter, Captain Colin, all still in her light. Her mind was now floating on a path of light, deeper, softer, more silent. Only one sound inside the house. Tick, tick, tick. A deep sleep. Her mind was now in a new lighthouse. Her whole family was sitting there. Everyone was laughing. Everyone was saying, "Mom, you've come." Mrs. Ellen's face now had an infinite smile. Her body was completely still in the chair. Her breathing had stopped completely, but her heart was still burning. Outside, the lighthouse light was still burning, the same soft light, as if saying, "I still exist." And that light wasn't just lighting up a small island. It was lighting up all the lost mistakes, all the lost pain, and all the lost love of her entire life. Mrs. Ellen is sleeping deeper now. Her mind is in a new place. There she can hear her father's voice. "Ellen, be quiet. Keep the light on." And he's laughing. Tick, tick, tick. The room is completely silent now. Only two sounds remain. The bells tick. And Mrs. Ellen's breathing seems to have stopped completely. She is sleeping. A deep sleep, in which there is no fear, in which there is no pain, just peace. And in that peace, she is taking all her good words, all her love, and all her light, where no one else can call him, because everyone is already with him there. Tick, tick, tick. And his mind is now deeper, where the light no longer burns, because that light is now inside his heart, which does not burn, just remains. Tick. Just one word now. Tick. And it's all over.